Hello, welcome. Today I have another ink review video for you. This one is called Stephanie Blue and it's by Monteverde and it looks like a wasted paper. So let's go ahead and take a look at this color. And I think, let me just check something real quick. Okay, I was making sure that there weren't any shimmers or anything at the bottom. So this bottle comes in a plastic box like this, so it'll stay nice and clean on your shelf when you're not using it. All right, let's just do the swatch real quick. It's a really, really pretty turquoisey teal blue. Yeah, this is really pretty. I'm tempted to put a little bit more ink down, but I'm afraid of overdoing it. So I think we'll stop there. Let me just get this. There we go. Looks like it was about to drip. Okay, let's write the inks on here. There we go. Oh, right, and here's how that looks so far. Really pretty. I'm gonna set this under a fan to dry. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back, and I've got some copy paper. The copy paper is a good test just to see if the ink is going to feather on cheaper paper, because sometimes you're in a situation where maybe you're at work or at school and you just don't have your nicer papers with you. And you just want to know, if you put this in a pen, is it going to behave itself? So that's why I do this test. This copy paper. Wow, I don't know what I was writing there, but it wasn't a word. Okay, here we go. It looks good so far. Really pretty color. And then here is some HP 32 paper. HP 32 is also copy paper, but it is smoother and it tends to resist the ink a little bit. So if your ink has any special properties, sometimes those will show up on this paper. Whoops. There we go. And if there are any colors that you'd like to see me review, just leave a suggestion, and if I have it or if I can get it, then we'll do a review video. All right, that's how that's looking so far. Super pretty color. And then here is some Tomo River paper. And Tomo River paper really does resist the ink nicely. So if your ink has special properties, typically they'll show up the best on this paper. Alright, and if these videos are helpful to you at all, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. That way you won't miss any, and it also helps me out a lot. There we go. Alright, that's how that's looking so far. I'm going to check on the swatch and see if it's dry. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Here is how the writing samples came out. So on copy paper, it does behave itself pretty well. I don't see any major problems at all. Very pretty color. It's a beautiful like teal or turquoisey blue shade. Super, super pretty. And this is a really, really nice color. So this is, I'm glad I picked this up. This is a color I almost got a long time ago, and then I was like, well, I don't know if I should get it, and went back and forth. Finally, I got it, and I'm glad I did. This is one I'll definitely use. Very, very pretty. Here's how it looks on the HP 32. And you can see that the color is a little bit more like rich and saturated on the HP 32, and also you can see some very clear shading coming out between where it goes lighter and then darker. There's a tiny, tiny bit on the copy paper. It's not really noticeable. It's really just where the ink gets laid down a little bit lighter because I'm writing fast. It looks a little bit lighter than it does maybe in other places, but this isn't anything on the copy paper. It's not more than it would be with a, you know, another random ink. So I wouldn't call this shading on the copy paper, but on the HP32, definitely you see some very distinct shading. Super pretty color, and also really just smooth and rich and very, very, very nice on this paper. And then down here where I did the lines, you could see as I go down, it starts out slightly like a deeper color and then a slightly lighter color, and it's more noticeable than like where it's up here where it's only laid down in one thick layer. But then on the Tomo River paper, you could see how the different colors separate out. And even though, you know, over here you got like this really smooth, like kind of luscious looking color, over here it's separated out. You got this lovely halo shading and different colors. You can see where the blue and the green kind of separate out a little bit. Really, really, really pretty. And then here in the writing, of course, you've got this great shading as well. So lots of really nice shading in this. If you'd like shading inks and if you like these teal, turquoise, blue type inks, you'll probably really like this one. Very, very nice ink. And then here's how it looks on the swatch card. So once again, you see really, really pretty, this blue, and then places where the ink separated out, it looks kind of green. And I think that's what's making the teal or turquoise shade. And then around here, you can see halo shading in these loops. And down here, of course, and then in the writing, you can really see that shading. So really, really pretty. This is gonna look super neat. No matter which paper you use, you're gonna get different results that are all really, really pretty. So this is a super one. I'll see if I can find a link for you and leave it down below. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.